Streamline provides a number of reports. All of them can be divided into forecast and inventory reports. The forecast reports are generated on the List View tab. The final forecast report is shown by default. It depicts the statistical forecasts adjusted by overrides made using forecast adjustments. To demonstrate this, let's change the forecast of the first item in the West location for January to 1200. Return to the List View tab. Now you see this change in the report. By the way, every manual adjustment in Streamline is colored blue. If you want to see only the forecast adjustments and then export them to Excel, select the Forecast Adjustments report and click the Export Report button. The projected revenue report shows the forecast of the revenue based on imported and then optionally adjusted selling prices. For example, let's change the price of the first item to 2.5 from March on. Now the forecast is also changed. To see the projected selling prices and all adjustments we made to them, I'll look to the Projected Selling Prices report. Here are our adjustments. The Forecast Accuracy report helps us to evaluate the forecast using different error measures. So now we are digging in on how to evaluate forecasts in Streamline. All of the error measures are calculated using the difference between the actual data and the forecast. Therefore, this report comes into play only if the as-of parameter is set to any except the last period of the actual sales data. For example, let's set it to March 2015 and reforecast the project. Now, for the first 9 months, we have an evaluation except for the last 3 months. That's because we have no actual data for these months to evaluate the forecast. The forecast horizon is set to 12 months. Let's cut it down to hide all of the empty cells. The data in the forecast accuracy table is the absolute percentage error, calculated for the particular item, location, or period. At the left of the table, we have the mean absolute percent error, calculated across all of the periods for each item and location. Overall, WMAPE, or weighted MAPE, is the mean absolute percentage error, weighted across all of the items in the project. If the product's prices are given, this is a price-weighted MAPE measure that represents overall revenue percentage error. Otherwise, it is calculated on a unit basis and shows error expressed in terms of units. The last report displays key performance indicators of the inventory planning process. This report is useful when you import items' inventory information together with their demand history. Streamline calculates each item's turnover in cycles and days, and the revenue of the last and next year, and the differences between them. The inventory turnover table shows how many times an item was purchased and then sold out, while the average days to sell table displays how many days it takes to make one turnover cycle. Let's take a look at the difference column. First, it helps us to quickly spot the items where turnover will get better in the future, according to the forecast, and these are colored green. Those items where frozen capital will grow bigger are red. Secondly, it gives us the numeric value of how much the turnover will change in the future. All of the reports can be aggregated by item or location. Any of them can be exported to Excel, modified, and then imported back with all the changes. Let's export the final forecast. Make some changes. Save them. And load back the report.